unfortunately, we have seen so many people come forward with sexual misconduct allegations over the last year or so. No doubt it can be attributed, at least in part, to the Me Too movement. Cher Durham joins us now from Interact in Raleigh, which helps people affected by domestic violence and sexual assault. We're so glad that you're with us today.
Thanks
Cher,
for
being here. So is your organization seeing an increase in the number of these reports after this movement has gained so much momentum?
Yes, absolutely. Since October, we've seen a 70% increase in the need for our services, both our crisis lines, our walk-ins, our referrals from hospitals from acute sexual assaults, campus counseling services referring individuals to our center for help, and individuals who have had a sexual assault in their past, maybe 15, 20 years ago, that they didn't speak of, are now coming forth and asking for services, counseling, and just help with that disclosure.
What is it about this Me Too movement that is helping victims feel more comfortable? Do they feel like they won't be as victim shamed, or that it's just a better time for them to come forward?
Yes, that's exactly it. The rape culture mentality, as we call it, for those of us who work on the front lines, has to do a lot with the victim blaming and victim shaming and not believing and using names and slanderous talk about the survivor as they come forth and talk about their experience, asking questions like, what were you wearing? Why did you leave the bar? How much did you have to drink? Rather than what did the assailant look like? You know, what time did this happen? And really the big question is, how do we even still have the sexual violence in our community? Not what was the victim wearing?
There is so much to tackle in this topic. We just have a little bit of time, so I appreciate you being with us, but there is so much. We're going to continue covering this, and we want to let you know Interact has a 24-hour crisis hotline. That number on the screen there for you, 919-828-3005. And Cher, thank you again so much for joining us. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you.
Gerald.
Thank you, Cher. Catherine, you know, Oklahoma broke a record today. It hasn't had its first tornado of the season yet. Oklahoma is typically one of the most tornado-active states in the country.